I was nervous because we hadn't seen each other in over 2 years, and it's been almost a year and a half since we last communicated. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Career Union. So I'm going to give you a short and sweet video to inspire you. It's an email that I'm going to share with you from one of my clients. It had been 2 years since she saw her mirror soul, specific person, her true love. It is a deep soul connection. And a year and a half since they actually spoke. Universe, God, source, the light, creator handled all the cooperative components and put her and him in the exact same place at the exact same time. Okay. And she even learned that for 15 years, they were actually both going to this particular place, and neither one of them were aware of it. So, first, let me address how to develop trust, faith, certainty, and then I'll share this beautiful update to inspire you. So before I get further into this, if you do love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow, and I really do appreciate you for that. And if you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything related to your specific person, true love, mirror soul, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to the website, coreunion.com. Book either a single session or a package, and then my scheduling assistant will get back to you as soon as possible. Most people prefer the package simply because it saves them money when they think they're going to be meeting with me more than once. Okay, so first, how to develop more trust, faith, and certainty is very simple. You do want to stop putting pressure on yourself and stop doing these other things that pull you out of trust and continue triggering yourself. Put your phone down. Put your phone down and away from you. You don't need to be constantly, consistently on your phone, on social media. You don't need to be consistently multitasking and try to, like, sometimes you just need to learn how to slow down. If you do feel a sense of anxiety, don't always assign meaning that it has something to do with anything that you're manifesting, because then you become fearful of your fear, of your anxiety, fearful of your thoughts. But you are living through this avatar, this ego identity. And this ego identity is changeable and malleable, but you are your temple, your body, your flesh and bones, the muscles, your cardiovascular system, your lymphatic system, your bloodstream, your organs, your tissues. You want to be good to it. Okay. So, anyway, also, so learning to slow down. Also, when you are in any form of a trigger, stop, slow down, take a couple deep breaths in and out, get still. And if you're in a serious trigger where you feel like you're being possessed, just turn to yourself and give yourself love. Tell yourself that you're safe and secure and that everything is going to be okay. Then, whatever caused the trigger in your mind, if it was a memory or whatever, it'll come to you. There are no blocks, it'll come to you. Go and do revision or some form of forgiveness. And then you take it all and you hand it over, because in the lower levels of consciousness, if you are truly triggered, then you are in separation consciousness, which means you believe that you are all alone. You believe that you're separate from God. You're never separate from God. My favorite quote from Rumi, which I've quoted I don't know how many times now on the channel, you are not just a drop in the ocean, you are also the mighty ocean in the drop. So you're not separate from God, universe, source. God, universe, source created you to create on behalf and gave you everything that you need. But the true power is in unconditional love. True power is in acceptance and having blind faith and knowing what your role is and what God's role is and knowing when to surrender. So so that will help you develop trust. Okay, now I want to read this um, email to inspire you. Hi, Kim. I hope you're well and enjoying your day so far. I was going to wait until our next session, but wanted to share a most recent update, and I'm not sure I could wait. I wanted to let you know that I ran into my person on Saturday March 7th, which was a week after our second session. After you and I met, I started writing down my affirmations and envisioning my end more consistently. So I started writing them down before going to sleep. I wrote them down as you suggested, keeping in mind that what I desire already belongs to me. But I decided to change up my affirmations a bit and write them down differently. I decided to start writing them as sort of a thank you letter to the universe. I wrote thank you universe for my health and strength, and thank you universe for my husband. Even though there were times I felt some anxiety while writing, mainly related to the when aspect, I believed everything I wrote down. I believed the universe had already given everything to me, and I was just expressing my gratitude in writing. And so what she just said is is the essence of this. God, universe, source has already created what you desire. So you are giving thanks for it consistently, but you also want to be balanced in your inner work. She doesn't mention the other parts of the inner work that I gave her, which is okay. She's focusing only on her specific person for this update. But I want to assure you, if you're watching, and with all of my clients, they know this, I give them inner work to stay balanced, which is tapping into gratitude and love for themselves and in their power and oneness with God, creator, source, and then going into the other mindsets of the other areas of their life and including their person, but not only their person, because then you end up balanced. So I believe the universe had already given everything to me, and I was just expressing my gratitude in writing. I was shortly after that, I ran into my person while I was dropping off my documents for taxes of all things. Come to find out, we've been going to the same tax office for over 15 years, and I didn't even know it. He actually noticed me before I noticed him. Since my main goal was to go in, do what I needed to do, and get out, I wasn't scanning the room to see if I knew anyone. He came to me almost immediately and gave me a hug. And when I processed what was happening, I felt like I couldn't even believe it. Seeing him actually felt awkward and weird at first. I was nervous because we hadn't seen each other in over 2 years, and it's been almost a year and a half since we last communicated. So this isn't a coincidence. He and I spoke as I sat down next to him in the only chair that was available. It seemed like no time had passed between us, almost like we saw each other last week. He did most of the talking, telling me, I love this part, telling me that my friend who works with him showed him the pictures I had sent her on vacation. And no, I didn't want her to do this. Showed him the pictures. He told me that she shows him my pictures when often, excuse me, and that she always seems to know when to show him pictures of me, as if she knows he needs a ray of hope. His words, not mine. So he basically is confessing to her, seeing you in your pictures is my ray of hope. I love that so much. This is so cute. Okay, hold on. He admitted that he missed our conversations together, calling them our therapy sessions. And I admitted that I almost reached out to him recently, but chose not to. His response was, well, I guess we both make bad decisions. We spoke for maybe 35 minutes, but it felt like much longer, just catching up on each other's lives. He did explain to me that he's still in the circumstance that he was previously. He even admitted that oftentimes um, the topic of me does come up. The entire time we spoke, I looked at him and thought, this man is my husband, this man is my husband, this man is my husband, over and over. I wasn't trying to convince myself. Eventually, I got up to leave since he was called in to speak with the accountant. We hugged again, and I told him it was good seeing him. He returned the sentiment and said, I hope I see you again soon, and don't be a stranger. On my way home, I had your voice in my head. Don't get caught up in the unfolding. Continue doing your inner work. And I was determined after that to continue writing my affirmations as thank you notes to the universe, knowing and believing that that was already mine, that what I want is already mine. I look forward to our session so we can talk more about what happened. Warmest. So now to my client and to all of you after listening to that, to my client, you want to go back into your end and embody already being the wife and see the world, see yourself, feel. You feel from being the wife. So you conduct yourself as the wife. when you're in a healthy relationship and in a marriage, you would also be balanced and doing your own thing, and your husband or partner or wife, to whomever's watching, would also be doing their own thing. There would be moments throughout the day where you guys are going to be in some form of affection, in some form of helping each other out, of doing things together, of making plans, of, so this is everything from grocery store shopping, maybe working out and exercising together, cooking together, laughing together, waking up, snuggling and kissing, maybe going out for a walk in nature after dinner or whatever. If you guys both work from home, maybe in the afternoon you have lunch together. Okay. If there are projects to do around the house, for example, you can imagine that you guys are either doing it together, or if there are areas that they're stronger than you are, that they're doing it, and then you're helping out with something else to keep the relationship balanced and equal and fair between the two of you. These are all just examples. And if you were to take all of the things that you love about yourself and them and use that love as the inspiration for, like, what are the things that you guys say to each other? How do you guys communicate to each other? Do you laugh a lot? Do you make jokes? So use all of this. And then while you're living your life and your life is full because you're diving into the things that you enjoy doing, every once in a while, tap into the energy as if you guys were a couple communicating. So whether it be by text or a phone call, or if you're doing certain things for a few moments, imagine that he, she, they are right next to you and you guys are doing it together. But you don't want to do what I just described in a way that is draining and unhealthy. And a lot of you who say, I am absolutely drained, I am imbalanced, everything else about my life is going to, you know what? It's because you aren't actually first tapping into your power and unconditionally loving yourself and pouring love into yourself and doing things that you enjoy doing, and also focusing on your career and your security and your finances. God, universe, source, the light, infinite intelligence, creator, is the source of everything. And you're allowing God, universe, source, the creator, to work through everyone and every situation in your life that you experience, including your specific person. So you're allowing God's love for you to work through you and then to come towards you through the divine messenger in your life who is playing the role of your mirror soul. I intend that this video helped. Affirm down below. I trust, know, and understand that me and my mirror soul were created to love each other. Our love is harmonious, stable, and secure. We love our life together. Reach out to me if you need me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.